This place is gonna be so good. So we found this old abandoned radio station out here 30 minutes outside of Gothenburg, and that is where we're gonna record this video. I don't know if you can walk in here, but probably you can because there weren't any signs. Oh, this looks spooky. Look at that. What do you think? I'm just gonna remove the filter here so that you guys can see better. This is really cool. What have we got in here? Ooh. Look how awesome this looks. Wonder how you get up to the like second level. Alltså det här är ju skitcoolt. Here we go. I just want to say thank you so much for all the incredible support that you guys give me here on the channel. We are currently, this is just totally insane, 7,298 subscribers on this channel right now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for enjoying the content. I will do my best to keep producing this kind of content for you and, you know, help you to become better in shooting videos, because that's what we want to do here on the channel. So thank you so much. The sequence that you just saw is something that we haven't shot yet, so it's really hard talking about something that I have shot that you've already seen that I haven't even edited yet, but I'm trying my best. We are going to shoot everything in this video completely handheld with the Sony a7 III and the Tamron 2875 without any ND filters or anything like that, because, you know, we're inside and they don't need an ND filter. So the first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take a kind of a speed ramp shot that is gonna zoom in far away from Oscar and then zoom in all the way towards the smoke grenade. I'm gonna put you over here. So you feel comfortable here? I think so, yeah? All right, I currently got the, too close. I currently got the shutter speed set to 1/250th of a second. Then I got the white balance set to 5,300 because we've got some sunlight coming in over there. I have the ISO set to 5,000, but I think it's gonna look really good because that grainy look might actually be good for this type of video. Let's get the shot. Okay. Right, we nailed the shot. You want to say hi, Oscar? To the camera, to the audience? Hi. He's basically just acting in my videos. Never say anything, but there you go, a hi. When you are shooting cinematic footage, one thing that will help you to get that really cinematic look is to have a lens with a wide aperture, like a f2.8, f1.8, or even f1.4, because if you have that in your video, that will give you this like really short depth of field and really blurred out background that you see in most of like the professional videos. So this shot is gonna be Oscar when he's flipping the grenade, and I'm probably gonna try to shoot this at a like 28mm or something like that. So let's see if we can get this one. We did that a couple times so that we can choose the best one later when we get to the editing process. When you're shooting a sequence like this, it's really important, or at least like I think it's really important, that you set the white balance depending on what light you got. So like if you do auto white balance, like your camera will probably change the white balance during the shot, and then you have to like really go in and color grade that, which is a pain in the ass. That will save you a bunch of time when you get to the editing process. Now we're gonna get the shot of Oscar opening the smoke grenades and we tried out some different things to see what looks good on camera. But we're gonna try this live action with 2 of the test grenades that we had. Okay, we didn't really plan on the ventilation part of things. The Tamron 28-75 is a really good lens because the higher you go, for example, if you zoom in all the way up to 75 in your videos and then shoot at 2.8, then that will give you some really detailed shots of what you want to shoot. But if you're shooting at 28mm, then you get this really wide shot compared to when you're shooting at the 75 one. So we're gonna go back to using 1 grenade because Oscar got burned on his finger. Sorry. And now we're gonna do another test shot before we actually use the blue ones that we had in the video that you saw in the beginning. The settings that we will use in the camera is going to be 120 frames per second, because if you're shooting at 120 frames per second, then that will give you the ability to slow down the footage when you get into the post-production. And when you slow down the footage, it looks way more steady than if you were to shoot everything in 4K. So Oscar got this really good idea that we could like fly the drone towards the house and then warp that into me walking towards Oscar. And if we can get that shot, that will look really, really good. So the settings that I'm shooting with is color profile is D-Cine-like. Then I'm shooting in a white balance that is going to be like 5,500 or 6,000. I'm gonna shoot at 25 frames per second. I'm gonna use an ND8 for this shot because it's like 8 p.m. and the sun is standing quite low. And that's basically gonna be it. We went back inside because, you know, I still wanted to have a shot inside here. We got some good shots with the black grenade that we're going to cut into with the blue grenade. We have like 4 grenades and we are going to use 2 of them inside, and then we're gonna like grab the final shots outside when the sun is really low. All right, we're gonna get a last shot of Oscar walking out here. One shot. Let's finish off with the shots outside. So I got this idea that we should like cut between Oscar being inside and outside, and then inside and outside, and then inside, and then he walks away inside. So I don't know how it's gonna be or if I'm gonna use it, but like that is the idea that came to mind. I'm still not gonna use the ND filter, and instead I will crank up the shutter speed to match the exposure that I need to do. Shutter 1/2000th of a second and ISO 800, shooting in S-Log 2 still. So hopefully this will look good. We're all done. We got the shot that we needed, and now it's time to go home and start the editing process because it's 9 p.m. So we've basically been out here for like 1.5 hours, I think. Hi. It's gonna be really exciting and see how it turns out.